What follows is a short video describing a situation, problem actually I'm having with the domain www.bnleez.com. It's a domain that I used to have with the website. A couple of years ago I canceled the domain and someone picked it up, which in and of itself is not a big deal. But the actual blog itself, which was a WordPress blog, they managed to basically copy the entire blog and post it as if it were their own. So what's happening now, years later, they're basically posting content that I created 2 years ago under Creative Commons license and passing it off as their own. So that's the situation. So this is a brief description, looking for advice from anyone out in the community as to how to basically resolve this issue. Again, the domain itself is not a big deal. Could care less about the actual address or the URL. But I am concerned about the content that's being posted as if it were original content, which in fact it is not. So again, any advice from anyone out in the community would be greatly appreciated. Thank you. Found something interesting today. Just received this post from a tweet from BELT Free, where they retweeted a post titled "Excellent Advice for Anyone Looking for a Massage." And I was interested in where that was coming from, and I was taken to this page. Now, something interesting about this website, Collaborative Understandings, with the domain bnleez.com, this was actually a WordPress blog that I set up several years ago, and I titled it exactly the same as it appears here, Collaborative Understandings, talking TESOL, General Ed, and Technology. This is the blog that I created years ago, and so I was curious, and I was coming down here, I thought, well, let me go to the main page and see what I could find. And so it looks like they just posted this. Let's see, scroll down here at the bottom. It says here it's uncategorized. And it doesn't look like there's any name associated with this post. Has something to do with, I guess, well, actually this post has little to do with education, but I scrolled down further and there's some others that's related to education. But again, each one of these posts fails to include the name of the person who wrote it, which by itself is not a big deal, but I started looking a little bit further and some other things were familiar. Not only the title of the blog and the subtitle, but also some of the posts. So I clicked on MOOC here, came across this EduMOOC post that was posted March 8th, 2013. And they're talking about EduMOOC, and the official start of EduMOOC is June 27th, etc. Look pretty familiar. As you see at the bottom here, it's posted by an admin, so there's no name associated with it. So, opened up my blog and started doing some searching, because again, that post looked awful familiar. Sure enough, on June 23rd, 2011, I posted this blog. So if we do a side-by-side comparison, yeah, it looks pretty much the same. So this domain, to give you a little bit of history, I canceled. I did not renew it about a year ago, I suppose, maybe 2 years now. But I no longer wanted to use the domain. And I've since transferred my blog to other hosts, but for some reason this blog still remains. So I understand how old domains can be reused. That's not the problem here. The problem is someone can get into an old blog somehow and start adding to the blog plus reposting old blogs with information, passing it along as if it were original content. and it's not paying attribution to the author. And so that's my concern. Taking a pre-existing blog, adding to it, and reposting old blogs as if it were original content. So I've sent an email to Legal GoDaddy, which is where the domain is registered, and I'm waiting for a response. So I hope to get a favorable response to see what action can be taken to get this blog removed. So once I hear back, I'll update this video and be posted. Okay, GoDaddy did respond and basically told me that the domain now is registered under someone else. They gave me the address, I contacted them, and very quickly, within a day or two, got a response, and they basically closed down the website. Fortunately, I didn't do a screen capture, so I can't show you that, but take my word for it, they did shut down the website. If you entered the address www.bnleez.com, there would be no blog. Well, that lasted about a day, and apparently they transferred the account to someone else. When I saw the blog that appears here in a few minutes, you'll see the actual blog as it appears at the time of this recording. I sent another email back. They told me that they no longer are the host. They gave me an address to the new host provider. So I have since sent another email to the other host provider where it now is being posted. You'll notice that it's a different format, it's a different theme, but basically it's the same website. So this is where I'm at this point, trying to track down this blog, trying to get it removed permanently. After being successful for about a day, I'm wondering now how to proceed to permanently keep the blog itself down. So the next few minutes is a description of, at this point, where this issue basically is at this point. And again, any suggestions would be greatly appreciated. Thank you. Okay, just a quick update regarding a web page that was basically stolen from me some time ago. I'm not sure exactly when, but I did receive a response after I had emailed the provider, the host provider of the website. And it's interesting because yesterday, August 2nd, they had removed the site, and today, August 3rd, it looks like now that they have reposted it. It has now taken a different appearance, but it's basically the same website. So I'm going to reply to the email, see if they can remove it again, and see if I can resolve this issue. So it's still ongoing. It's very interesting here that yesterday the website was removed, and unfortunately didn't get a screen capture of that. But today it seems like it has been posted again. So we'll keep following up and see how this all turns out.